What's going on, everybody? Adrian here. Welcome back to the channel. What a week for MMO and MMO news specifically. We've had a new announcement of a Lord of the Rings online game. We've had Wildstar closing down. And amidst all that, earlier this week, Black Desert Online developer Pearl Abyss has announced that it will acquire CCP Games, the creators of EVE Online, a long-running MMORPG based on Space Sim and Sandbox that's been around since 2003. So just as a heads up, and in case you missed the news and you are an EVE Online player, CCP will be owned by Pearl Abyss. Over on the official EVE Online website, CCP did break the news to its players first, and here's what they had to say. CCP prior to this was owned by a group of 3 big financial investors, and their decision to go ahead with the acquisition by Pearl Abyss is really down to Pearl Abyss being a games developer and a games company first instead of a financial investor, so they feel more comfortable about that. More importantly though, and from a business perspective, CCP Games will continue to operate as a wholly owned independent subsidiary, and they'll integrate their development and publishing expertise into Pearl Abyss's operations for all current and future projects. This means that EVE Online will continue to be free to play, but expect to see a lot of knowledge sharing and expertise sharing between both studios and their games moving forward. So as a result of this, and in case you've missed it, CCP held a AMA and Ask Me Anything on the official EVE Online forums, which is kind of funny because AMAs usually take place on Reddit, but this one took place on the official EVE Online forums, I suspect to control the messaging and get rid of all that upvote, downvote nonsense. And I'm gonna put a link to the AMA in the description box below and in the comment section, and I'll pin that comment so you guys that have been away from EVE Online can go in and check and see what players are asking and how the developers are responding. And having gone through the AMA myself, a lot of the questions are really good, substantial questions that I myself would ask if I was an EVE Online player. There's questions like, will EVE Online now go pay to win, or include more paywalls and grindy systems and all that stuff. Things that a lot of players associate Pearl Abyss and Black Desert Online of practicing in their own game, which to be fair, a lot of EVE players that maybe haven't played Black Desert Online may have this sort of idea or preconceived idea of what BDO is really about when it comes to monetization. So these are fair questions that EVE Online players are genuinely asking. And for the most part, some of these responses are very canned, very generic, and right now you do get a sense that CCP is just trying to calm everybody down and reassure people that this is a good move for CCP. So if you're involved with EVE Online or you're just generally curious about what's going on, I highly recommend going over to the link where the AMA took place and just skimming through, because it's a pretty interesting read. Whenever a big merger like this happens with 2 different MMOs and their companies and investors all working together to bring these games together, lots of shifts and changes tend to happen. There could be a cleaning of the house, there could be a reshape of the organization, especially for the game that's being acquired in terms of business model, business practices, and all that good stuff. But again, a lot of what CCP are saying and assuring people are that not all of that will happen. For starters, they will keep their independence. The game isn't going to be influenced by what BDO does necessarily from Pearl Abyss. So at this point, and until we see more of what happens after the acquisition and maybe a year down the line, only then I think can players start to see the difference in game and see if CCP really stood by what they said. So I'm really curious to hear if you are an EVE Online player. What do you guys think of this story? How do you feel about your game being acquired by Pearl Abyss, the studio behind Black Desert Online? Do you guys feel that this is a good fit? And if you have any concerns, what are they? And I want to give a quick shout out to Ravaloon on my Discord real quick. Thank you so much for giving me this heads up, which I now can give a heads up to you guys out there interested in EVE Online. And his feedback was, not sure if I should be happy or worried for the future of the game. I usually don't like when independent studios get bought by another. Must be because, EA's habits. I don't buy it when they say we will keep our independence. For a while, sure, but eventually, this state of things will likely come to an end. Again, thanks for sharing, Ravaloon. And if you guys have a similar opinion or just want to share your opinion, put it all in the comments section below. Hit the like button for more MMO news, and feel free to subscribe to the channel for MMO content. Once again, I'm Adrian, and I thank you for watching. Hey folks, welcome to the end screen. Thank you very much for watching that video. If you want to watch more, you can click on the cards at the bottom here, and feel free to subscribe to the channel with the button down there, which will give you notifications on all my latest uploads. Later, Gator.